right now. And it was brought to my attention by a very good friend of mine that when he was searching for places to volunteer, it's very hard for him to find a spot where he can find everything in the area in one spot. So he gave me that idea to make a website, and so I thank Riley Dennis for that, even though he's not here, because he's a loser. So now that I've given my thanks, let's talk about my website. With the idea of a website in my head, I decided to use The Accidental Billionaires, which was written by Ben Mesrich. And in case you guys didn't know, this book was what The Social Network was based off of. In case you saw the movie, you probably use Facebook. I'm sure you do. And so I learned about a lot of things like how websites are made and what it takes to run them. So when I decided to develop a website, I looked into some of the resources, and I used the greatest resource known to modern man, the internet. And I found some linking texts, like I use Web Design for Dummies, because I'm a dummy. And I decided that my site didn't need to be super fancy. My website needed to be pretty simple, pretty clear-cut, because the people that are going to use this website aren't going to be techno-savvy all the time, because a lot of older people volunteer. And I also decided because I don't make websites, so it should have been easier. So I had to come to the marketing aspect of the website. Now, when you market a website, there's a lot of things you need to bring into factor. Because a website is a product, and it's one of the hardest products to market. And when I was reading The Accidental Billionaires, I found that Mark Zuckerberg's first website was passed on through a viral campaign, which, if you can think of a viral campaign, it's like a cold, where it passes through everyone in your household. See, so it comes from one person to many people to a lot of people, just like a real virus. But there's a lot of problems with the viral campaign, because if I don't know anybody, then they're not going to know about my website. And I can't just send random emails out anymore, because no one opens up random emails. And most get thrown into the junk box. So I figured a visual representation would be better, and so I made this.
Man, I wish there was a way I could see where I could volunteer in Isabella County.
Can you turn it up?
Boom, there it is.
Whoa, look at all these opportunities.
I know. Volunteer here, over here, soup kitchen. I wonder who made this.
Well, thanks, brother. You're the best.
I know I am. Because there's no need to fear when it's time to volunteer.
Now that is a successful campaign. And so now I'm going to tell you how I developed the website. I used Adobe Dreamweaver. Now most of you cringe when you hear Dreamweaver because you used to do integrated technology and the second trimester digital media. I know I cringed when I tried to use Dreamweaver again. But I decided to stick to my guns, and I'm pretty familiar with Dreamweaver. So it took me about 3 days in class to make my website, and I'd like to thank Mr. Onstock for putting up with me not doing my assigned work. Not like I would have done it anyway. So, most of you are probably wondering right now, what does this website look like? Well, it looks like this. So, as you can see, I got a nice picture of downtown Mount Pleasant. Here's the link for volunteer opportunities, and the local minute. And then we're going to click on that link. And here's a couple of websites right here. And you can go to my Gmail in case you see any problems. You think something needs to be added. And these links do work, as will be shown further on in the video. See, there's the soup kitchen, takes you right to their website. And it's just a nice way to get to I just have 3 resources on here right now, but there can be more in the future. Here's the United Way's website. And then there's the home page. There's some paint. So yeah. Well, see, with a project like this, is that it can be updated for future use. Like, I was thinking we could have a volunteer calendar that can be updated for, you know, events that are happening that month or that week or that day. You could get an email that shows what's going to happen. And I thought maybe even we could have a forum on there for constructive discussion, like, you know, where are the best places to volunteer? You know, where do they need volunteers at? How to be a better volunteer? And it's just so good. So I'm just thank you for your time.